Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. So reports are coming out from Spain saying that Man United have tabled a contract offer for Raphael Varane. We have offered him 12 million a year. Real Madrid cannot match these demands. Raphael Varane's current contract at Real Madrid expires next year. His contract talks at Real Madrid stalled a while ago. I can assure he's leaving. Fabrizio Romano said that Raphael Varane is refusing a contract at Real Madrid. He said the other day that Man United offered Raphael Varane a 5-year contract. He said we may have been handed a boost in our pursuit of Raphael Varane, with obviously Carlo Ancelotti returning to Real Madrid. Said the other day that it could be available for as little as €40 million, which is a bargain. But Real Madrid have been demanding £60 million. They rejected a £40 million bid not so long ago. Varane spoke out on his future. He said it's unlikely his future will be resolved for the summer's European Championships. Man United have held talks with Raphael Varane's representatives. Fabrizio Romano did say towards the end of last season that Varane is the main name on our list and was waiting to see what happens with his situation at Real Madrid. But Varane said last season that he's keen on a move to the Premier League. Liverpool, towards the end of last season, held exploratory talks with Varane. You know, at one point Chelsea were the favourites to sign him. We went in for Varane 10 years ago under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, but we didn't get him. And Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move for him back in 2018. You know, Varane would be a great signing for Manchester United. The reasons is because he's regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. Varane and Harry Maguire would complement each other very well in our back line. He's highly experienced. He would exceed expectations in the Premier League. And he's got a great pedigree as a player. He's won 18 major honours, at Real Madrid. So they are the reasons. Varane's been a long servant at Real Madrid. He's been with them for like 10 years now. He's made over 300 appearances in all competitions. Man United are still in search for the centre-half, despite Eric Bailly signing a new contract towards the end of last season. Now, I want to delve into some news on Cristiano Ronaldo. So Cristiano Ronaldo contacts Manchester United. He's also been in contact with PSG and Real Madrid. There's a good chance Ronaldo's going to leave Juventus in this summer transfer window. You know, he could make a sensational return to Manchester United. Solskjaer privately rates Cristiano Ronaldo as one of the best players he's ever played alongside. The Glazers not so long ago held talks with George Mendes regarding Cristiano Ronaldo's future. You know, Man United have been in talks over a sensational return for Ronaldo. I think Juventus are willing to accept around 25 or 26 million pounds. And there has been rumours of a Paul Pogba and Cristiano Ronaldo swap deal. He says, you know, Juventus are interested in bringing Paul Pogba back from Man United, but they'll have to sell Cristiano Ronaldo to afford Paul Pogba, because Paul Pogba's price tag is £90 million. Now, Ronaldo, he's been at Juventus for 3 years now. He scored 101 goals in 133 appearances. His current contract with Juventus expires next year. Juventus paid £100 million for him from Real Madrid in 2018. I presume a lot of United fans would take Ronaldo back because Ronaldo is regarded as one of the best players in the world. Ronaldo's won 32 major trophies in his playing career. He's won 5 Ballon d'Ors. Now, we had Ronaldo for 6 years, didn't we? We had him from 2003 to 2009. When he was with us, he won 3 Premier League titles. He won the Champions League. He won the League Cup. He won the FA Cup. He won the FIFA Club World Cup. There you go, and we paid just £12 million for him from Sporting Lisbon back in 2003. We sold him to Real Madrid in 2009 for £80 million. So reflecting on that, we gained a £68 million profit, and Ronaldo enjoyed like 9 or 10 years at Real Madrid. You obviously know the news on Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Jadon Sancho to Manchester United is very, very imminent. The Times said yesterday that Man United are close to reaching an agreement with Borussia Dortmund for Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho's asking price fell to 80 million plus add-ons. MUFC sources claimed that talks for Sancho progressed, but people inside Borussia Dortmund said that negotiations haven't started yet. Fabrizio Romano said that talks recently restarted. He says Jadon Sancho's contract at Manchester United could potentially be until 2026, which is a 5-year deal. And Fabrizio Romano revealed how much Borussia Dortmund want for Sancho. They want from between 77 million to 81 million pound. We've been told we will have to pay 81.5 million to sign the player. Sancho's already agreed the terms with Man United. Hopefully we can sign Jadon Sancho this week. We said we want to get the deal done before this weekend, because Sancho said he wants his future resolved before the start of the Euros. Now, Man United have been set a Jadon Sancho transfer deadline by Borussia Dortmund to get the deal done. Borussia Dortmund want Jadon Sancho's future decided before they go on pre-season camp on the 23rd of July. Obviously, Sancho has Man United transfer hopes as Borussia Dortmund are looking for replacements. But we are increasingly confident that we will finally sign Sancho. Sky Sports said not so long ago that we was in continued negotiations with Dortmund to get Sancho. We prefer Sancho over Harry Kane. Jadon Sancho has a gentleman's agreement with Borussia Dortmund to join Manchester United. We've been in for Jadon Sancho for like the last 2 years or so now, so it has been a long running transfer saga. You know, we should have got Jadon Sancho last summer, because Sancho to Man United last summer was extremely close. The personal terms had been agreed, the agent fees had been agreed, and a contract and that had been agreed. But the reason we didn't get him is because we was reluctant to meet Borussia Dortmund's 108 million valuation. We was only willing to pay so much up front. Dortmund made it clear to us last year that we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We missed out on that deadline, so Sancho remained at Dortmund. Jadon Sancho's endured 4 years at Dortmund. Dortmund paid just £7 million to him from Man City, and he's got a contract with Dortmund until 2023. But yeah, he'll be a great signing for Manchester United. Excuse me. Because he'll fit in our team perfectly. He's predominantly a right winger, and Man United need a right winger. He's still young. He's got a lot of development in him. He'll assure us goals. He's very good at creating chances. He will exceed expectations in the Premier League, and he's got a very good friendship with Marcus Rashford, because Sancho and Marcus Rashford do talk to each other a lot. Yesterday, I give you some news on Youri Tielemans from Leicester. There was narratives coming out saying that Manchester United want Youri Tielemans, and it said Youri Tielemans could leave Leicester this summer. We've been asked to pay £55 million. Liverpool are also in for Youri Tielemans. They're looking for a replacement for Wijnaldum because he's leaving Liverpool very soon. Youri Tielemans was superb in his second season with Leicester, didn't miss one single game. And Tielemans won the FA Cup with Leicester last season. Obviously, he scored the goal in the final. It was a superb goal as well. Youri Tielemans has got a contract with Leicester until 2023. Youri Tielemans joined Leicester in 2019, initially on loan. And then obviously Leicester got him permanently. They paid £40 million for him. They got him from Monaco. Didn't really watch him a lot of Monaco. Before he was at Monaco, he was at Anderlecht. He is the age of 24. The transfer window officially opens tomorrow. Really looking forward to the transfer window opening. You know, I'm expecting Man United to be very active in this transfer market, and I'm expecting teams around us to be active in the transfer market. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is aware of how big the summer transfer window is going to be for himself and Manchester United in general. It's very imperative he gets the players that he wants to recommend in. The summer transfer window is his 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. Solskjaer has promised Man United transfers, and he says we are in this summer transfer market for a striker. Solskjaer said he wants to make around 4 signings in order for Man United to challenge for the Premier League title next season. And I'm convinced we can challenge for the title next season, providing that we recruit well in this summer transfer window. Solskjaer's already been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players, and the board are obviously backing him with summer signings and a new 3-year contract despite the Europa League final loss. But I'm expecting Solskjaer to get the backing he deserves, reflecting on what the board have recently said. Plus we've got John Murtaugh, he's our director of football. We've got Darren Fletcher, he's our technical director. And we've also got Matt Judge. We're going to obviously offload players in the summer transfer window. So reflecting on that will generate money and it will help us with our rebuilding process. The players I think should go is De Gea, he needs to go. We need to offload Phil Jones. We need to loan Brandon Williams out. We need to get rid of Diego Dalot permanently. We need to get rid of Andres Pereira permanently. We need to offload Nemanja Matic. We need to offload Donny van der Beek. We need to offload Juan Mata. And we also need to offload Anthony Martial. Next season is going to be massive for Solskjaer. I think he is aware of that. I'd say next season Solskjaer has got to win a trophy at Man United if he is to remain Manchester United manager. You know, Solskjaer's not yet won a trophy at Man United, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years ago. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. You know, if we start off next season badly, then I think the pressure will be back on Solskjaer, then he probably will end up getting sacked. There is some Man United fans that have been demanding Ollie out, reflecting on that Europa League final loss. But there was United fans that were Ollie out before the Europa League final. But I presume there's still a lot of United fans that are Ollie in and they believe that he needs more time at the club. I think he does deserve next season. You know, Solskjaer's been in charge of Man United now for almost 30 months. So he's been with us over 2 years. He's enjoyed 2 full seasons at the club. If we do eventually decide to sack Solskjaer though, who's going to come in to replace him? I think we've got to get someone in with a proven pedigree and someone who's going to suit the strappings of the club and someone who's going to get us back to where we want to be. Solskjaer isn't the long-term manager for Man United. I've already told you the reason he's still Manchester United manager is because he's a club legend. That's the only reason. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been here now because we've endured very bad periods under Ole where he was very, very close to getting sacked. I do have my concerns about Solskjaer. But there's also quite a lot of things I've got to credit him for as well. You know, I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done. So in that aspect, I am shocked. You know, in his second full season, which was last season, he got us a 2nd place finish. Wasn't an achievement, but still got us 2nd. Got us to the Europa League final. I know we didn't win it, but he still got us to the final. and it was his first major final as Man United manager. Last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League. Last season got us to the FA Cup quarter-final. He got us to the EFL Cup semi-final. In his first full season did well, got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish. You know, he has made good signings as Man United manager. So far, he's spent almost £300 million at the club. And he's brought around, 12 or 13 players in. You know, he's got rid of a lot of the deadwood as well since he's come in. I also like the way he has promoted the youth. Another thing I've got to credit Solskjaer for, when he got appointed in as Man United manager, he assured that everybody would get their chances to express themselves, including the young players, and more or less everybody has been given their chances. So, they are the positives. Reflecting now on Solskjaer's been at the club though, he has gained some managerial experience and he has learnt quite a bit on the job. I'd say Solskjaer is our best manager since Ferguson. Obviously, Solskjaer is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. The 3 managers we've sacked since Ferguson is Moyes, we sacked Van Gaal, and we also sacked Jose Mourinho, and we're not even really known as a sacking football club. Not so long ago, Joe Glazer had a fans forum, didn't he? It was his first appearance in like 15-16 years. And he said he'll give the manager financial backing. Obviously, towards the end of last season, there was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers. At Old Trafford. You could understood the fans' frustration. You know, the Glazers have been at Manchester United for 16 years. They bought the club for £500 million back in 2005. The Glazers have put us in so much debt. And in general, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. Towards the end of last season, Joe Glazer wrote a letter to Man United fans. And don't forget, Avram Glazer refused to apologise over the European Super League. At the beginning of May, Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised to him. He did say that the violent incidents went too far, but he said the club need to take notice of the fans. One point he said the Glazers could be forced to sell Man United, but for only £4 billion. At the start, the protests were going on at the Carrington training ground because obviously our fans were holding banners up. Woodward, we know that he's standing down at the end of the year because it got announced earlier on this year that he resigned as Manchester United vice chairman. I presume all United fans were happy with that, because we've been critical of Woodward for a long time. Woodward has had a 16-year association with the club. So yeah. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.